Caja del Rio Road, half mile. I'm on the frontage road of 599 right now. And I just came through, well, the Arroyo.
In a quarter mile, turn left
There's
onto
like
Caja
a
del
Paseo
Rio
del
Road.
River Road, which is the strangest name. It's like half Spanish, half English. That goes through the Arroyo. It's a little bit of a shortcut. Otherwise, you got to take 599 from the south all the way up and then double back. Caja del Rio Road is somewhat busy. You can see there's a number of cars coming out here. There's a bike path right there.
Turn left onto Caja del Rio Road.
The Caja del Rio Road is, there's a lot of stuff out here, okay? The animal shelter is out here. Santa Fe County Animal Control is out here. Also, MRC, Municipal
Continue on
Recreation
Caja del
Complex,
Rio
which
Road for
is
3
a
miles.
rugby field and baseball field, Soccer Valley is what they're calling it, but that's going to be expanded soon. There's also an equestrian thing, I think, of some sort to the right here, or there used to be. I don't remember exactly. Let's see. And then also Marty Sanchez is out here, the golf course. So it's a public course. Marty's awesome. They had a little bit of a problem this year, and a lot of people stopped going there because the greens got really messed up. But I think that's all solved now, and it's back in order. So they've got a little 9-hole, and then they've got a 18-hole course too. It's pretty sweet. It's very nice. There's a nice driving range there too. They've got a clubhouse and a little cafeteria and stuff like that. It's pretty reasonable because it is a public course. But also out here, you've got some state and federal buildings, like that building there that's on the left is state. Oh yeah, Challenge New Mexico. That's a horse therapy thing. That's the Center for Archaeology. Also, BLM is that. No, Game and Fish is out here too. And then also the dump, but it's far away from this road. You can't really see it or get to it. You can see on the right is the dog parks. They have 2 dog parks, one on either side. They also have a separate area for crazy dogs, and they have a separate area for small dogs too. So that's a nice place to go if you got dogs and you want to socialize them. On the right is the baseball fields. I think there's 2 or 3 of them there. A lot of the adult league happens. The rugby field looks amazing because it hardly ever gets used. It's reserved, I think, really for the rugby guys. There's a adult rugby league. You see the trash trucks coming in and out because the dump's out here. It's not the transfer station, the actual dump. There's Soccer Valley. Those are all the soccer fields in all of Santa Fe right now. Are those? That's it. 8 soccer fields for 3,000 plus youth players. Not even to mention the adult leagues that also play out there on Sundays. Over there, that huge building that you see is Game and Fish. And then that road takes you out to the landfill too. But again, it's far out there. You can't really see it. Now you can sort of see some green stuff over here. That's the golf course. Dang, I should have brought my clubs. I was thinking about doing that. But this is the Great 28 out on this side. This is like the 9-hole course. So they're all par 3s, except for the last hole, which is a par 4. It's super fun. They do foot golf out there once or twice a year. So soccer balls are used instead of golf balls. The driving range is down that way. There's the clubhouse. You can see all that. That's the main entrance there. And I'm going about another 1.5 miles past this to get to this house, which is out by Becerra Estrellas. And if you take this road all the way out, it kind of dead ends into Las Campanas Drive. So it's on the far, southwest corner of Las Campanas. You could take it all the way out to Buckman Road and Caja del Rio Road, go out all the way out to the Caja del Rio Plateau, which is all BLM land out there. One thing I should mention is Camel Tracks is out here. It's kind of an unofficial shooting range. I have been out on this road where occasionally you can hear firearms being shot off. Target practice out here, which they're trying to solve this as an issue and put an actual official target practice / shooting range out here, because right now it's a little bit of a free-for-all. And you see there's houses now on the right hand side. So this is the trailhead to take you back into Caja del Rio Plateau, which is all that. That's all open
In a
land
quarter
out
mile,
there.
turn right onto Paseo
And
de
then
Estrellas.
ultimately, past those two peaks, out there to the right, it drops you off at the Rio Grande River. So it's cool to go out there and hike and stuff like that.
Turn right onto Paseo de
Going right
Estrellas.
here. It's funny, I'm under contract on another house out here, which I did not actually film.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Calle Hacienda.
It's just pure coincidence. But it's a cool neighborhood. I've learned about it. This is all originally part of the King Ranch, and the King brothers were big landowners back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And actually, Bruce King, one of the brothers, ended up being governor of New Mexico for a while back in those days. But this land all used to belong to them. They subdivided it all out, and now it's basically 2.5 acre lots with single family homes on them. There's all shared wells out here, and that's the exact scenario that we're looking at for this house. And there's two gates. One's for the Estrellas one. That's
Turn
just
left
straight
onto
ahead.
Calle
And
Hacienda.
then we're going into the Haciendas one here. So I do need to pull over for a second and get access to the gate code. So this is a gated community.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto
And then the
Estancia
house
Court.
is just up ahead, not too far. Give me 1 sec. So that's where I pulled in. There's plenty of parking here. This thing was built in 2006. It's a little rough around the edges. I'm going to just say that right now. There's your shared well set up over there. There's the pit, and then a meter for that. So that's for that new house that's being built, and maybe 1 or 2 other houses on the cul-de-sac here. 2-car garage. I'm seeing like flakes of the stucco. It's going to need some attention. It does have central refrigerated air. You can see that up there. I think that was maybe added on after the fact. It has radiant in-floor heat. This nice big courtyard coming in, and there's some pretty decent looking landscaping. It's really not bad. I like the fact that there's this patio around that's got the cover on it. They do have a cat door. This kind of ends here oddly. So there's landscaping. It's just a little bit unkempt. And then this is sort of like a temporary block wall that they just stuck up here. And then all that is the backyard and probably where the septic is. We are on septic. So shared well and septic. There's some irrigation. That's fairly healthy. This house has not been lived in for a while. Right away, I'm seeing the rot on that post and rot on that post. These both need to be replaced. The exterior wood is not terrible, but it could also use some work. A lot of the blinds are the interior blinds on those windows. Some of the blinds themselves are kind of messed up. I don't know how you would fix that. Like you can see that one. It's all wonky. Let's head on in. It's got concrete floor, lots of cracks everywhere. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. It looks like maybe they've taken some time to try to seal that kind of stuff up a little bit. I guess this would be a dining room. And then it has this pass-through fireplace that's gas that passes through. So main entrance, you got this round skylight deal, a little niche there. Down this hallway to 2 bedrooms that share a bathroom plus a little office kind of area. It's a little bit dated. It was sort of could be a media room with the built-ins and stuff. Through here to the kitchen, main living area, has an eat-in place there. And then down this hall is another bathroom with a 3/4 bath there immediately on the right, a bedroom, and then the primary suite. So let's go this way first. It's a nice open kitchen. It's not bad. It's got some probably newer appliances. It's a decent size. I think that's probably where the old double oven used to go, which is gone. So you would need to get a new double oven, for example, if you wanted to bake anything, because there is no oven. There is a gas cooktop here. It's probably original. It's a real hood, that's good. This, I'm guessing, maybe has been updated. It's a Samsung. That's the kind that always breaks because of the ice maker is upstairs and not downstairs. You got a PF going on this. Can't even open that. Pretty good sized pantry here. Ooh, got some walk-in shelves and stuff. Not bad, not bad. Then you've got this little bunko set up here with no cushions. You'd have to get your own cushions to fit all that. The table is not built in, but it's built for this space. Obviously, they mostly ate right there. And then we're looking out to the east in the back patio area. I'll go out there in a sec. Another door to the outdoor place. There's a barbecue and everything. This would be the primary living room with some built-ins there that, you know, everything needs to be painted. Let's just say that right off the bat. Looks like there's a fire suppression system, but I wouldn't guarantee that because I didn't see anything in the garage that would let me know that that is it. There's more of those interior blinds that kind of look messed up. I don't know how you would fix that. That's another gas fireplace. Again, look, this is chunked up. That's all just frame though. You could fix that. That's probably where the old TV went back in the day when you needed like a box area of that size to put the TV. A couple of nichos. Sorry, I'm slamming on this place. It's a good house. Like it probably has really good bones, but all in all, it needs some TLC. There's one of those things. I don't know what that is. It's like a little vent thing so the mice can get in. That thing right there is for the whole house vacuum. Okay, so let's go do these areas. So that's that little weird office thing. Here is your laundry room, which is big. Can't get the lights to work. Oh, there they go. There is no laundry per se, but you have a gas hookup, you have electric, you have the water, you have the little tub, and there's your vent for the dryer. So it's actually a really good sized room for your utility and stuff, and another little closet there. Out this way to the garage, there's a nice closet here, and a good sized closet. I mean, a garage, for sure. There's a couple of built-in shelves, a few lights above, some more shelves there. Used to be an old hidden fence for the dogs. You've got room on that panel. I can't quite see it, but I would probably say that's 200 amp service just by the size of the house. There's your vacuum, your whole house vacuum, and all the Cat 5 wiring that was so important back in the early 2000s that you don't need any of that anymore. Hot water heater, boiler, probably original, but you know, these things can run for a while. The Well McLeans are basically tanks. Final. What's the date on that? 07, yeah, so that's original. And then something else that used to be hooked up right here, which is gone now. I don't know what that is. What would that be? It looks like water line, gas line. It's all like closed off. Maybe this is where the fire suppression system tank used to be, or whatever equipment there was for that. Because you see those little discs? That's exactly what that is. That's a sprinkler system. Okay. I'm gonna slowly start turning lights off as I go on. I had to turn the lights on. It's a little bit dark today. Here's your little media room / library / office. There's another little closet here. Desk setup. So here's one bedroom. I mean, it's nice that it's one level. all the way throughout the house. These baseboards might need to be dialed in a little bit. I don't see any broken seals on the windows, and most of the screens are here, which is nice. That's good. It's just those screens. Like, is this? Let me see. This for an example. And these ones on the west side. I mean, it's great that you have them, and they're in between the panes, so you don't have to mess around with extra stuff. But I just think I guess these could probably be replaced. That one doesn't look terrible. It's not look bad. It's the primary suite that has the most, and it's more on a western expanse. You got a decent sized closet here, but look at, I mean, it just, everything needs to be painted. Everything in the walls real rough. There's holes, there's nail marks. Hi, that hasn't been cleaned since 2007 probably. Okay, so it's like a Jack and Jill setup. So each bedroom has its own sink, and then they share this tub and toilet. You've got a little bit of wallpaper. I don't know what that is. A vent that probably needs to be cleaned. Broken toilet handle. Here's the other sink. And then the other bedroom. So 2 guest bedrooms on this side. This is right by the main entrance here. Let's just see what it is look like. It's actually okay. It's not terrible. This is the one I videoed at first. I mean, I guess it's usable. It's not exactly pretty. Okay? They still have the TV hanger on the wall. This room's in not as bad a shape. The other one. Okay, so back down the hall, let's go explore the other side of the house. Another hallway here, so 3/4 bath, sink, walk-in shower, toilet. Not bad, doable. This room switches to wood floors for some reason. Not quite sure why. A little bit darker paint scheme. But again, you've got nail holes that need to be patched. Everything needs to be painted. This screen is messed up. This thing, yeah, it's basically just the screen on that needs to be fixed. And that shade is not working at all. Kind of a small room, but this could be an office. Man, I wonder if they have this like as their dog setup, which is why you have that half door, and that's why you have the wood floors, maybe. Because the dogs could go right in and out right there, and they would be enclosed in the front, in that front yard space. Because remember that other weird wall that I showed you? We can see that in here. This is primary. So big room, another gas fireplace, separate entrance out to the back patio. With that huge fireplace. My goodness. Again, just some condition issues. I don't see any leaks, so hopefully somebody's been taking care of the roof at least. This looks mighty messed up, and I think that's all just detritus and debris from yeah. That thing's just not kind of falling apart. Another big kind of built-in situation here. So nail holes. It's not a big deal, but it just definitely needs to be fixed. Pretty good sized closet here. That's like a cat door and or a dog door. I pointed that out when we were on the other side of that. Your little makeup stand, 2 sinks, big like tub area. That thing is blown out. Toilet room. And then come around here, you have another sink and then this shower. It's good size. It's decent, not bad. Other little. And then they have these hook things all the way around. So Okay. Well, that's pretty good. We're getting close to 15 minutes here, but I'm almost done. Let's just do a quick tour around the back. Let's just see the kitchen one more time. Hey, that's the backyard, which is big. It's like, and this concrete looks pretty decent. You know, they definitely spent some money on the concrete out here. Ooh, that's a little bit raw there. So there's a gutter that's totally bypassing all of the. Wait, maybe those canales are draining into that gutter. That would make sense. It just doesn't look like it. And then it's going out around that way. Canales all need to be dialed in a little bit. That's a lot of moisture damage right there, and that's active moisture going on right there. So it tells me that maybe this gutter is leaking. We did have a big storm last night, so that's what we're looking at here. All that needs to be repaired. I don't know where all that water is going, but it's probably just going right out here to where all these, they're not really weeds, okay? These are purple asters and they're sunflowers. God, I forget the name of them. Somebody just pointed out. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. And this whole area is full of them. But that's pretty nice what that guy is right there. I almost want to say that's like a cedar, like a true cedar. And then there's a couple of dying aspens. That one got marauded by the tussock moths. And then they've got this little fire pit. It's pretty wild. This just needs to get all cleaned up. This is easy to pull these out. So it looks a lot worse than it is. And then basically you've got this little fence here, and then it's wilderness out behind. But back over there is probably where that new house is being built, maybe. I don't know. I've seen an RV. I would venture to say that that's probably not allowed because there is an HOA here. But who am I to judge on the HOA scene? Again, a little bit of condition issues on that stucco up there. This thing is cool. It's huge. You would definitely be throwing some wood in there. I mean, they've got the holders for your wood piles, and then you do have a built-in barbecue situation. This is kind of nice. Whoa, let's make sure there's nothing scary. Okay, that's good. There's a sink. I think all the water's turned off to this house. You do have an old fridge that may or may not work. You know, it's not bad. Needs a little bit of touching up. Oh, this whole wall is wet. It's probably just from the rain last night. Just a lot of weeds over here. Woo! That is a snake skin. It's probably a bull snake. There's well, let's just do it. Come on. Trying to figure out where I am here. This is the outside of the living room. They do have a little bit of a water catchment situation set up here. They've got an Austrian pine, which is nice. But I don't know where all that goes, if it just flows into the... Actually, those are all shut off, so that means those barrels are full. And there's nowhere for that water to go. I guess we've got a little bit of a shed situation over here. Again, I'm like a little nervous about opening this. Who's in there? Nobody. Good. All right. They've got some rat poison and stuff down there. There's a few mouse poops, but not too many. They got a heck of a lot of trash cans going on out here. This is waste management. So it's a private service. There's your gas meter. There's your electric meter. There's your telephone box. And then that funny little blue recycling guy. I don't know what that is. Some sort of an alarm. And then we're back around to the front. Garage door looks decent. Yeah, all in all, for the price. You know, the other house that I'm under contract on is $350,000 more. It's almost a brand new house, and it's move-in condition. This is not move-in condition, but you know, with a little bit of elbow grease and some fine tuning, it could be a nice place. And it's big too. It's nice. It's got plenty of room. All right. Thanks for watching. Over and out. Bueno, bye.